Folks, I hope you're well. I have a new video I've been working on for weeks that I will record and upload this weekend. That video will be titled Living Dead Theater, Pope F, Pope Trump, Prince Harry, Katt Williams, Fake Opposition to Fascism. This video, titled Leo Zagami, Jon Phelps exposing Jesuitism yet silencing the simple solution, who gains? Again, Leo Zagami presenting another new book in his series exposing corrupt Christianity. Important information, important complaining, but following the historical playbook of never presenting the solution to the crimes against humanity that's right there in both the Old and New Testaments. Mr. Zagami is featured on the YouTube site Jaco. The last name is Jaco. In a recent video titled, Leo Zagami shares why the Jesuits are the real threat to the world and how Trump is stopping them. End quote. A video posted 4 days ago with now 49,000 views that is close to 1 hour and 40 minutes long. But there is a different site exposing Jesuitism from Canadian YouTuber Eric777. That's ERIC space 777. His videos are played under the Fair Use Act, and he is presenting how Trump serves the Jesuits. Here are some of his video titles. Message to Catholics from Jesuit-trained Donald Trump, I got your back, in parentheses, October 7th, 2016. This was posted 5 years ago that's just under 1 minute long. He also has a video titled Jesuit Professor Rosa Brooks on Simulated War Game, in event Jesuit Trump doesn't concede, in parentheses, NOV for November 11. That was posted 4 years ago. It's nearly 7 minutes long. Another video, Papal Night of St. Gregory, Epstein pal Conrad Black on his pardon from Jesuit-trained Trump. Posted 5 years ago, nearly 7 minutes long. Here's the comment I posted today regarding the video titled Leo Zagami shares why the Jesuits are a real threat to the world and how Trump is stopping them. My comment? Oh my God, I put OMG. OMG, when will Zagami or any social media site speak the solution to the crimes against humanity that has been in both the Old and New Testaments this whole time? One law most humans have lived before it was written in stone. It is firstly written in our hearts. Jon Phelps also blames the Jesuits, but omits the historical fact that the We Love God crimes against humanity began long before Ignatius of Loyola and his militant Jesuit dogma. Still, after sending appeals to Zagami, he keeps his mouth shut about the solution and continues to blame the Jesuits. What better way to support the quote-unquote enemy, Jesuits, by griping and moaning, but doing what the Jesuits and preceding centuries of popes, rabbis, imams, world leaders, media, influencers, and famous atheists do? They all silence the relatively simple, non-violent solution to wolves in sheep's clothing. There's one FAS, F-A-S, or fascism, or my way, of this God, this unseen all-good spirit in mind that the fascism of man does not want. God forbid a non-religious nobody, survivor of vile RC abuses in childhood, that's RC Roman Catholic, should appeal to people of power with the solution to the endless, self-interested, political, religious blaming, complaining, distracting, griping, moaning over racism, misogyny, homophobia, child abuses, wars, and genocides. All fake opposition, there to assuage the masses that someone of greater power out there cares, yet not a one of these screamers presents the sane, secular solution that has nothing whatsoever to do with one's religion, rituals, race, gender, sexuality, weight, height, or rung of power. I have no hate for Zagami, or for Pope John Paul II and Queen Elizabeth, to whom I began appealing in 2000. They both gave up the ghost without telling mankind the solution, because that stone the builders rejected is never to be understood, sealed in rejection, so much so that no one on earth knows what that one stone is. I won't put any link to my work on your site. I am not monetizing or begging for subscribers and likes. People either give a damn about stopping the fascist racism, anti-women, anti-gays, anti-Jews, anti-Catholics, anti-Muslims, anti-Republican, anti-Democrat, or they are fakers that gripe and moan and deliver anything and everything under the sun but the solution. My newer videos also present the globally, historically silenced solution, but here is the video I made that includes Mr. Zagami, sent to him. I made this video July 8th, 2024, titled Brice Taylor, Rogan, Kulinski, Serf Times, Monique, Katt, the solution and fake opposition. Same reaction. It is as if I do not exist. The video was never sent to him, and he is clueless about any such thing as a solution to the fascist crimes against humanity for the gain of a few over the many. No one needs to mention me or my efforts to speak the solution. There is one modus operandi that keeps the We Love God crimes against humanity going. The perpetrators are kept in business because the loud opposition is fake. Always has been. Otherwise, we'd all know the solution by now. A solution that most humans live every day. No difference between Zagami and his perceived enemies, as they all keep their mouths shut about the solution, instead blaming and lying by omission. I'm sure you too, Mr. Jaco, aren't interested in the solution. Naturally, I could be wrong, but to date, I have not found one human of greater power who will acknowledge any such thing as a universal solution to the history of institutionalized, corporatized, God-loving oppressors, fearmongers, and their never-ending justification of mass killings. Not one direction unto spewing hate or turning to violence to bring them down, but that's not even good enough. The world is already sealed under the spectrum of every kind of man's fascism, which it is why the one Fos of God remains untaught. What is that one way, or my way, of the all good that most people live every day but don't know it? Why don't they know it? It remains globally silenced thanks, in small part, to people like Leo Zagami. Stay well. Maybe one day Zagami will truly care and wipe that pride and smile off his countenance to tell the solution. Maybe you, Michael Jaco, will make your own video and tell your subscribers what the solution is. Again, no need to ever mention me or my name. My video appeals give the scripture that proves the solution, scripture that either remains totally misinterpreted or omitted altogether, yet right there in that Bible, the most hated book on earth by my conclusion. My next video I plan to upload this weekend will be titled Living Dead Theater, Pope F, Pope Trump, Prince Harry, Katt Williams, Fake Opposition to Fascism. And that video begins with words to Jon Phelps, who refers to life before us as Jesuit Theater. But is it? No, folks, it isn't. The two-part source of the crimes against humanity was sealed in silence from the start, as if buried in a tomb, never to be resurrected. It was sealed when the fascist Roman Empire Christianized and omitted what the solution to man's fascism is, that has nothing to do with one's race, religion, rituals, gender, sexuality, height, weight, or anything else of the world. All of mankind has been cornered. It doesn't matter which way any of us turn. There is no solution to the crimes against humanity unless we turn to what that Bible has been teaching the whole time and demand they speak and honor it. This is the ultimatum. They will either change immediately or they have convicted themselves and proved to the world that they have no intent of restoring the one stone. The stone or law that the builders of man's laws and dogma rejected. That one law carries the same meaning as the one circumcision, which is why, to this day, the terms Jews and Gentiles remains incorrectly defined, which is why the scripture promises a global reconciliation between Jew and Gentile that begins the restoration of peace on earth when the people understand what these terms actually mean, whereby mankind will never again allow anyone in power over them that refuses to resolve rising issues or problems without hurting others for their selfish worldly gain. They all have the same brilliant minds we do. We know how to fix issues without hurting others. They demand it of us, otherwise, under their laws, we can be thrown into prison for doing something even slight. Where is the accountability upon them? Thank you for watching. This can all come down without spewing any further hate, without calling for violence. God forbid. This is what they want from you. Stand up for the solution. Stay well. You are living that solution. Most of us are. In the end, being non-religious, and I'm not an atheist, heaven is here on earth. So is hell. What comes hereafter, personally, I don't care. I just want this mind turned off. I did not ask to be born. I had a reason to begin studying at 15. The most painful part of this process has been the silence. Coming to the realization that, oh my God, this entire world is built upon a media system of a relatively few people and world leaders that all they do is gripe and moan and bitch and complain, but never the solution that most of us are living every day. If you don't think you could do a better job running this world, then you've already lost. Aren't you living to resolve issues without hurting your neighbors, blowing up their homes, killing their children, enslaving people? They are lukewarm. They are neither hot nor cold when it comes to resolving issues, when they are paid to protect us. They're not hot or cold, they're just lukewarm. They have the same brilliant minds we do. They know how to fix issues without hurting others. They've been doing this all their lives. They will do this for their friends. They will do this for people who follow and love them. They just won't do it for the rest of the world. What is your love if it's just unto your own?